Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to replace the shocks on your Dodge Dakota.
Let's do it, man.
So Jonathan's got them. This can be for any shock, really. It doesn't necessarily have to be for these. These are the Beltec Street Performance shocks. So huge shout out to Jason again. He had these and they're now gonna go on the truck. So if you guys know about my truck, it's obviously lowered, but this is just gonna be a replacement shock video. If you guys are putting any kind of shock on one of these trucks, Dakota, Durango, pretty much 97 to 04, or probably applies to other years as well. So we're gonna go ahead, get this up there, and I'll show you guys how to replace them. It's very straightforward. You're gonna have 2 bolts on the bottom and then just a nut on the top. And we should be able to access that without taking the wheel off. So we'll try to do as least amount of work as possible.
That's right.
And get it done. So let's go ahead, get the truck up and put these babies on. Okay guys, so this is super easy to do. There's gonna be a nut on the top that you're gonna remove. And because this truck actually has 2 different shocks on it for some reason, I don't know what the reason is, but the previous owner left us with 2 different shocks. The nuts on the top are 2 different sizes, but I can confirm with you guys that under here is a 10 mil on both of them. So you're gonna remove these 2, remove the nut from the top, and then the shock is just gonna drop out the bottom right through the center of the spring. One thing you will see on something that has everything and all the hardware is there's gonna be 2 nuts. So they're kind of double lock nutted. And one other thing is if your shock shaft starts spinning on you, see how this is indexed like that? You can actually put a wrench on there to hold it from spinning. So if you're running into that issue, get an open-ended wrench and hold the center of the shock from spinning, and it'll allow you to take off the nut. But ours luckily are complying with us and coming apart. So we'll remove those nuts, remove the bolts in the bottom, and you'll see the shock drop out. Okay, so I finished loosening the nut. Now I'm gonna remove it. And there's the nut off the top, and then it's just a series of metal washer, and then there should be a rubber one as well. So all this is going to come out for the new stuff. So that's ready to drop out once we take out the 2 bottom bolts. All right, so Jonathan is loosening those 2 10 mils. That bushing is absolutely pounded out. I don't know if you guys can see it. And we will have soon a video for you guys. We're going to be converting all these bushings to polyurethane and replacing them all, since all these bushings are dry rotted, but we'll have that video separate for you guys. So once you get the second bolt out, you're gonna have to hold it because the shock is gonna want to kind of fall at the bottom here. There it is. So there's the old shock. Man, look at how pounded out it is. It's all like polished in the middle. So I think this is the original, and then the other side is definitely not original. Let's see. See how messed up it is. Oh yeah, look, it's so easy to push in. Yeah, there's not much dampening to this guy anymore, so out she comes. Okay, so there's the new shock next to the old one. So this one should be a lot better. This one's supposed to be, I believe, for lowered applications. So since this truck is lowered, it should ride a lot nicer. I'm gonna take off the nut, take off the top bushing with the metal washer, then we're gonna pass this up into the truck. Okay, so we found the first issue is trying to slide this up. Does not go in. So we can't pass that through. You may be able to fit it through the spring, but we're not gonna go through all that hassle. The old shocks don't have that boot on it. So we're just gonna take that off, put our bottom steel washer on, put our rubber on, and then we're back in business.
Oh, no.
There we go. So you might have to do something similar. If you really wanted to, you could probably get that boot in there, but it shouldn't be an issue. Okay, both bolts are tight on the bottom. Now let's go to the top. All right, so John, I don't know if you guys can see it, but he's got the rubber in there and the washer and then the nut. Okay guys, that is it. It's super simple, honestly. It's not that hard. Pretty much just 3 bolts aside. You got the nut on the top, the 2 on the bottom, and it just drops out the bottom. So probably it's gonna take you more time to get the truck up in the air to get it off than it is to actually take it off. So if you guys enjoyed this video, you found it helpful, make sure you share it, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe for more videos. We got a lot more on the way, and check out our old videos. We have a lot of truck content and a lot of automotive content. So if you guys liked it, stick around and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care.